So what's happening, guys? Right, before I tell this story, like the victims in this case, I apologise to them. Thinking about it now, it was bang out of order. It was wrong, and I apologise. Like one of the girls, I know the brother, and he's a proper 100% clean, good guy, man. So I apologise to them. I don't know my stories. I'm not trying to glorify him or anything like that. I'm just trying to. I don't know what I'm doing, tell my story, but. This is well, I just went to the Turkish barbers and they've cut my finger. My daughter put some toothpaste on with some tissues, or in case anyone's thinking what's that on his head. I've got family, I've got 5 kids. I've got 1-year-old boy, 5 and 6-year-old girls, them 3 live with me. I've got 19 and 18-year-old boys. My 19-year-old's got a little girl and a little boy on the way. And my other son, I don't see him as much, but Keen, you know I love you. He lives a bit further away with his mum. So just a quick story about what my life was like. I got 5 years for falling off a balcony when I was 17, 18. I got 13 and a half years when I was 23 for a stabbing in town that I didn't do. Them 2 stories are on my YouTube channel explaining what happened. I've probably done, with all my recalls, I've done 18 to 30, no birthdays, no Christmases, right the way through. I've done 25 jails, I've got all kinds of jail stories. I was on heroin when I got out of jail for probably about 6 years. I'm clean about 10 months, 11 months. I was injecting it 12 months ago for 6 months. I know it's not brilliant, it's not clever, and I'm not glorifying anything like that. Then I got shot the same night England played Italy in the final. 2 lads got sentenced to 20 years and 18 and a half years. That's the whole story of the shooting and when it happened. That's also on my YouTube. And he actually stood up in court, guys. Like, I went against the code that I stood for 35 years, that I obeyed by for 35 years. Like, I took the charge from my cousin on the second charge, with the second on the 13 and a half. I didn't do it. I took the charge from my cousin. So yeah, it's not. I stood up in court. My mum was stood at the side of me. She put a statement in. So, and then my kids got taken off me for 9 months. They got moved away. The day I got out of hospital, they turned around and said, Abby and the kids go to Newcastle, otherwise we're coming to live with the kids. So I didn't see my kids for 9 months, and I was a full-time dad for all the way through that. So if I stood up in court, if I didn't stand up in court, I was either a bad son or I'm a waste man dad. So my family come before any kind of gangster lifestyle, just so in case anyone wants to know. And I didn't even say, I went in court, I said I just got shot. I didn't see who shot me through the door, so I didn't say anything about that. And I also said in court, I don't remember anything from the pub, because I can't remember. The whole story's on there. But either way, Paulie, the day I got shot on the Sunday, on the Monday, Paulie was in the police cells. I didn't put him in because I was in a coma, remember. Paulie was in the cells in the interview saying, it's Jamie attacking me, but either way, I don't even know grudges. I'm not even asked about that. Fuck that guy, right? So, just like over a pub fight as well, like what the fuck. But I stood up in court. Sorry, whatever, but yeah, if anyone feels offended about it, but I don't give a shit. My family come before. You come to my mum's door and shoot through my mum's door and expect me to like think everything's cool. And my mum, I come out of a coma and my mum's like, she's put her statement in, my brother's put his statement in, like my missus is on with it, like, and you think I'm gonna go now, fuck you lot. So it is what it is anyway. If it offends someone, I apologise, whatever. Right, getting on to the crash. Just before that though, when I was like 15, 16, I used to nick cars all the time. Me and all my mates went through a phase and we were nicking cars every night, cars or motorbikes every night. And one of the main guys that I used to nick motorbikes with was Jay Miller. Jay Miller's moving, someone told me last week that he's moving to Australia with his missus and kids, mate. Go on, Jay, lad. I got a lump in my throat when I heard it, and I thought, well, no, you can't be moving away. I can't be. But do you know what, mate? Fucking buzzing for you. But yeah, I've got some stories me and that guy can tell. Trust me. But we were crazy back in the day, and anyone that knows remembers back in the day, we were mad guys. We were mad teenagers. Like people say to me, kids nowadays are really bad, and I just think, yeah, you've not got a clue. Like people who know me and was around me and know what we was like as youngsters will know. But either way, again, I'm not condemning it. If like my kids do it, I don't want to. I'm trying to get my son away from that kind of shit now. So it's not. I'm not. Trust me, I don't condone it, and it's embarrassing. And again, I keep saying it, and I'm ashamed, and so on and so on. But right, the crash. We had a car. We had an Opel Monza. It was a massive litre. I think it was a 2.9 litre or something like that. And we paid £49 for it for a guy called Brian Bong. We used to nick him, but this one for sale, right? So we £49. It was £50, but we had a pound short. I think either way, all the stories that I'm telling are actually in my previous convictions. Yeah, I'll tell you what the charge was with this, but either way, we bought this car for £49, and we parked it on the pub, and it was when I first started driving. We could only go from A to B because we weren't 100% with the gears. It was like first and second gear. We didn't know how to do third and fourth. That's how young I was. I might have been 14 or 15. I've weights in my previous convictions, which is also on my YouTube. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want to see the videos keep coming, get on them, mate. So either way, I'm parked on the pub. I'm going to try and get a video as well of the place I went. So I only drove a tiny little bit, and then the crash happened. But either way, I've come out of a pub car park, come onto the estate, New Affair, just onto the estate directly opposite. And do you know what as well? Yeah, shout out New Affair for back in the day, man. One of the estate, honestly, New Affair was the place to be. And all the people that lifted the car off the two girls from the first load of rolls, shout out to you as well, man. That's just standard New Affair, such shit from back in the day. That's just nice one for that. Anyway, I knew these two girls, and they were 2 years younger than us. So if I'd done it when I was 17, they were 15. If I'd done it when I was 16, they were 14. But either way, I knew they was over the other side of the road, like stood behind a lamppost and a bush and whatever. But as I've come out, me and two of my mates got in the car. I was only going from A to B, literally over the road, because just parked up and I think I was having a drink in the back of the car, parked up like in the back of my mate's garden, behind the houses. So I've come out of the street, and because it's power steering and I'm only just starting to drive, I didn't know what power steering was, right? So I've come out, bend round the corner, and as I've come to go straight, I've let go of the wheel, and the wheel started spinning round. And I've gone, and to the right, there's a little tiny hill, and there's a lamppost on top of it. I remember going up the hill. I knew the girls were at the other side somewhere. I remember going up the hill. I remember hitting a lamppost, the lamppost falling down, the car toppling upside down 3 times down the hill. And I knew that the two girls were there somewhere, and I just thought, wow, I hope I've missed. I remember thinking when the car was spinning, they've got. I don't think they're here. I think I've missed them. I can't remember. Banging, a crashing, nothing else, and the car ended up on its side. So I had to push the door open that way. So as I pushed the door open and climbed up and jumped out, as I've jumped down and like took the big jump from the car being side down to the grass, I remember jumping down, and I remember seeing a leg coming from under like the back of the car, the back towards the back, and I remember seeing half a body coming out from the front of the car. And like when we was that young, I remember we run off, guys, and we took the coward route. But when I was younger, that's how ruthless we were. Like someone said that we was laughing when we run off. They were just laughing. Like it might have been a nervous laugh, but if it wasn't a nervous laugh, that's how ruthless we were back in the day. Like, but thinking about it now, it gets me mad. Like I would even do something like that. But we've running off, hiding, and ended up getting nicked, arrested. I got charged with. And all the guys all the people from the houses, New Affair, come and lifted the car off the two girls, and the two girls, they survived, thank God. They had bad injuries and stuff like that, but they survived, and I apologise to them. Honestly, man, it does me head in. But either way, I got charged with dangerous driving, failing to stop after an accident, failing to report an accident, no licence and no insurance. I went to court, and my solicitor said to me, "You're going to get 18 months, like it's an 18-month sentence what you're going to get for running two girls over." And then someone, I don't know where it come from, but it's come down to me on sentence day and said, "Do you know what, you've had like my solicitor's shit out, like Stephen Scott, John Will Robinson, shout out them as well. I've had 30 years or something like that, 28 years. And he's come down and said to me, listen, you've had a squeeze, they've dropped the dangerous driving down to due current attention, which is none of them charges are non-custodial sentences, so I got away with it. Which again, to the families, it must have been a kick in the teeth that your daughter got run over and your sister got run over, and I don't even know what sentence I got, but either way, that's on my previous convictions. I don't even know, I need to check. I should have checked before I come on really, but either way, they're on my previous convictions. I got done for due current attention, no licence, no insurance, failing to stop after an accident, and failing to report an accident. So, yeah, it's I apologise, man. Like I'm ashamed. I've done some bad shit in my life, like and like I say, I'm always apologising to people, and it's embarrassing. Like I think when someone comes over to me and says, "You come and set your dog on my son" or something like that, and I'm like, for fuck's sake, man. Like it's something again, it winds me up. Like, but I've done loads of bad shit. Did I tell you about? Like I sent a friend request to someone yesterday, and she sent back saying, "You were that guy that turned up to my house with two lads." After some guy, and I don't even know what she's on about. She's called Neen. I think she's from Kirkham, and I don't even know who she is or what she's on about. But I said to her, I apologise. I tried to explain things, and she's forgive me. And I said, next time I see you, I'll give you a hug. I don't even know who you are, but I'll give you a hug anyway, Neen. And it's just not nice. Like that's just for example. Like it's really not nice. I'm ashamed of almost shit that I've done. Like, but either way, I'm all right now. I've got a stoma bag, guys. Go and check my injuries out. For the fresh injuries, all the scars and all the bullet holes are all there. There's a bullet in X-ray of a bullet in me. on there. There's all kinds of stuff. Just go and have a read and have a watch, and they're all right, guys. So yeah, man, nice one. And don't forget to subscribe, because if you subscribe, I know you people want to hear more videos. Just give me a subscribe and I'll keep these videos coming. I've got some honestly, some of the videos I've got, the stories I've got, trust me, I promise you, like, just you've got to follow me and follow the story. I'm telling you now. And now, as I said, like I said to you, I'm straight now. I go to work. I don't commit crime. Well, I do crime, I smoke weed. Like, I still do I smoke. I'll ever spliff on a weekend. I do stupid things, like, but I'm getting there. Don't drink anymore. Both of them offences, that the big jail sentences, all drink related. Like, there's other times I've been fighting, other stories I can tell you are drink related. Every time I have a drink, I'm a dickhead. That's why I don't drink anymore. So yeah, nice one for listening, guys, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll keep these videos coming. And apologies to all the victims as well. Like, I promise you, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I apologise to every single person I've ever committed a crime against. Well, not all, apart from one. I'm not going to tell you guys, but yeah, I apologise. I really do. Thank you. Nice one for listening.